Hey girl, I'm Koi. What do I do for work, you may ask? I drive. I drive. Oh man, I've lost the plot. I've lost the plot, guys. I'm off my medications. No, I shouldn't be saying that. Before you all start calling the relevant authority bodies, I am in fact sane and I have taken my meds. I just want to share with you what's been happening today. So, man, I just want to tell you guys that beware of unearned wisdom. What do I mean by this? Well, like I said in my past video, don't speed run through your life, because the knowledge that you've gained, which you don't deserve, is not going to take you anywhere in life. That's why they're called unearned wisdom. The wisdom that you get by just picking it out of the people who has gone through this life thing, it's not going to be much use to you. A lot of you are going to be watching my video and scratching your head asking, what is this guy on about? What is this unearned wisdom that he speaks of? And why cannot I pick others' brains, asking them questions and asking them how to do things in order for me to learn? How am I supposed to learn? Well, let me tell you, my friend, you have to earn those wisdom. You have to live. You know why the most knowledgeable people, or the people with the most wisdom, are often the ones who went through the most shit, the ones who suffered the most. They went through all of these traumas in their life, and that's how they can make meaning of this suffering. It's because they've gone through it. That's why they have experience. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot be wise and meticulous about how you do things, how you strategically plan out your life. Okay, I am now 18, I'm an adult. By the age of 23, I must buy a house. By the age of 25, I must be married. By the age of 27, I must be a billionaire. Stuff like that. So how do I get there? Firstly, I have to enroll in Hustle University. I must make investments. I must be doing all of these side hustles. Forget about the main hustle. I just want to do side hustle. I just want to be an affiliate. I just want to make money for other men and build up their empire, recruiting other young, dumb 18-year-olds to be an affiliate of this internet guru. Why am I talking about this? I want to talk about my friend. He's younger than me, and he still hasn't got his driver's license. For a lot of you, a driver's license is a big deal. It's your ticket, your first ticket to independence. Because guess what? When you have a driver's license, what can you do? You now have a document that proves your identity. You have a piece of card that tells local authorities, hey, I am a legal, responsible adult. I hold a license. I can drive. That means I am responsible. I'm responsible for this vehicle in which can determine life and death in some circumstances, depending on how well I control that vehicle. I can now sign up for, I don't know, I can now sign up for these websites in which I need to provide my identity, perhaps. I now can drive a car and do things with it. Whether you might be driving a car for your own business, whether you just want to escape from your parents, you can live in your car for the night. I don't recommend this. Whatever you do, if you're still living at home, don't live in a car. That's a terrible idea. Trust me, living with your parents is still better than living in your car. Don't ask me why I know this. Let's not go there. Let's not unpack this. But yeah, he's been struggling with getting his license, and he was quite teary today after I took him back from his driver's knowledge test. He was teary. He was saying, "Oh, I don't get why I have to sit this stupid test." I told him, it's the law, mate. Do you want to be a part of this society? Then you got to respect the laws and sit the damn test. And he was quite teary. And I remember that's exactly how I felt when I failed my driver's test. So not the knowledge test, but the actual driving test. I failed that test. I remember my dad taking me to the driving center, and I was so pissed. And it doesn't help that I also had the same driving assessor for the next 2 consecutive tests. So I had to take the test 3 times, and on the 4th time I passed the test. And all 3 times I got the same assessor. Back then as well, like I was not a very experienced person because I was young. I was like 16 or something. And no, not 16, 17 maybe. I can't remember exactly, maybe 17. And I was being racist as well. Like this guy, he is Indian, and because of that bad experience, I attributed a lot of terrible things that happened to me because of Indian people, but that's not true. It's just because I had a bad experience with that guy in particular, so I assumed that all Indian people are bad, but it's not true. You know what I mean? Like unearned wisdom. But anyways, my friend, he failed that test, and he was just lamenting over this fact that he had to take this stupid test, and he asked me if I can just sit behind him at the test center or do whatever in order for him to pass this test so then he can go out and drive. And I told him, mate, you need to do this on your own. I know it's painful, but you got to go through it. Because now I am one of the safest driver, and people do compliment me on this fact. When I drive, I do that. Other people, they do that. So that's one thing. I had a friend who sat next to me in a car once, and he was laughing at the way I drive because I was like a nerd. I was driving like this. He made fun of me. And I always like respect the road rules and go slow and yeah, be careful and stuff like that. Yeah, beware of unearned wisdom. If you take a shortcut, if you cheat, if you speed run through life, it might not be the best course of action for you. Sure, you might get there quicker, but then at what cost? Who knows? You haven't mastered your life yet. You don't know the exact step that you have to take in order to get to a certain place. So you're just blindly speeding through life without knowing your life. Why don't you just chill out, enjoy the ride, make the most out of it, make the most meaning out of all of these experiences instead of just wanting to get the shortcuts and achieving success in a quick time. A lot of successful people, they take a long time to get there. And I fear that with a lot of young people today, with the rise of social media, they get famous too quickly. They don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with your fame. You have people, you have young kids, 20 years old, hopping on steroids because they achieved fame at such a short time span. They became so huge on social media that they feel pressured that they need to keep up this, this performance, this facade, this physique. They have to maintain this physique, lean, muscular physique for a long period of time in order to stay at the top. They don't know how to deal with fame. They get famous too quickly. They get successful too quickly by mere luck. Mere luck. Not hard work, mere luck. They get successful. Anyways, that's all I've got to say for today. Beware of unearned wisdom. It actually takes a lot of time to be successful, to be knowledgeable, to have wisdom. You cannot just pick and choose and try to get wisdom from others that do not really apply to your life. You cannot get a shortcut through life. Remember that. And whatever success you may achieve in a short time span, it's mere luck, okay? Success takes a long time. And I don't just mean success here in terms of money, in terms of fame. Success can mean being comfortable in who you are, being grounded, becoming secure in who you are. You cannot lie to yourself and say that you are secured. You know who you are because it takes time to develop yourself and to know oneself fully. As always, stay strong. God bless. I love you all. And stay safe on the road, my friend.